And then I guess just before we go,
Yeah.
You'll never guess, but Charlie went to Frightfest the other day.
And I, for one, do not sell out.
I will not bow to any sponsor.
Yeah.
And we saw a plethora of things. We had weekend passes.
Yeah.
We see it's roughly 6 films a day, isn't it? Apart from like the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, and the first day is like 3 films.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we could just go through some of the things we really liked.
Yeah.
Just to jump off multiverse, and talking about using a multiverse in an interesting way, I feel like it might be nice to start off with Redux.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Which is a multiverse film.
Yep.
But what I like about that film is it's kind of the antithesis to Everything Everywhere All at Once, where it's like the multiverse can be loads of crazy turns and directions, but also, what if the multiverse is actually about the frustration of, I want to go to a place where I made a different choice, but actually there's something innate in me that has made the same choices or the same tragedy has happened again and again and again and again and again. I think that's a really inspired take, even though on the surface it seems like, well, it's a multiverse movie where every universe is very similar.
I agree. It kind of uses a multiverse-ness as almost as if time travel. It uses it very similar to like Terminator uses time travel. It uses the multiverse, and I thought that was very inspired.
Terminator is an apt comparison, and I do think, not to discredit other Frightfest films, but I think every year we go, someone intros the movie and says it's like this great movie that you love.
Yeah.
And I always I'm like, pause, because I think if you're trying really hard to make me feel this other movie, then maybe it's not naturally evoking that. However, this, I think, genuinely has really strong Terminator vibes in a good way.
Yes.
The lead, is it Kate McManus?
I believe so.
Yeah, we're just fact checking that.
Fact checking out. Yeah.
She is channeling Linda Hamilton in the best way possible.
Well, it's directed by Kevin and Matthew McManus.
Right. And their sister is the lead.
Yes.
Right.
I believe so. Double checking. Yes, you're correct.
Is her name Kate?
It is Michaela.
Michaela McManus.
Michaela McManus.
Right. Yeah, she was fantastic.
Yep.
The teenage girl in it, I'm forgetting all the names. Fantastic.
Stella Marcus, her name is, but the character's name is Mia.
And they form a great, almost T-800 John Connor kind of dynamic, don't they?
Yep.
But it's not just Terminator Light. I do think it's its own thing.
Definitely.
I think particularly the stuff with Jim Cummins. I don't think we should do spoilers for this stuff because
it's not even out yet as well. Yeah. I think we should just talk about roughly what we think and the hook.
Stuff we would recommend.
Yes. I agree.
I guess not too much to say on it without spoiling it, but really liked where it went.
Yep.
Aside from a few kind of side questy things, I think in the second act, which I didn't think it needed. I think it could have shaved off 15 minutes and then a little bit stronger, but
I agree.
I really enjoyed it.
I think there is a interesting route that the movie poses. Doesn't go any further in, and I feel like if it could have a little bit more, but I do like that it kind of keeps itself in the sort of more character-driven category at the same time. I like that it doesn't try to go bigger like something like the Terminator might, or more actiony, kind of starts big and strong and in your face, and kind of actually turns more into a character-driven kind of thing without saying too much. But yeah, overall really enjoyed it. Really solid film.
Amazing.
Like that one a lot. I wanted to bring up probably one of my favourites of the festival, and I think probably one of your favourites as well, which was Bone Lake.
Bone Lake, fantastic.
Brilliant. Kind of, how would you put it? Sort of sexual, thriller?
I'd say it's like a very much a 90s erotic thriller.
A 90s erotic thriller, that's the word I was looking for. 90s erotic thriller. We saw a lot of kind of this same sort of premise over Frightfest, which is this kind of couple turns up at an Airbnb. And it's been double booked.
The Barbarian Effect.
Yeah, the Barbarian Effect. It's been double booked by another couple. And from what goes on from there, I think, say no more, is very interesting game of sex and horror.
I think it's genuinely tense.
Yep.
There's genuinely a few really good twists and turns.
Yep. But
I think the characters, the 4 principal characters, and divided into the 2 couples, I think feel really authentic, and I think the questions that are posed to them and the stresses that are put on their relationship are really engaging. And again, don't want to say too much because I feel like even saying that they doubled the Airbnb, you're kind of like we're going into it, aren't we? But I thought it was genuinely sexy, genuinely tense. There's some really great kills in it.
Yeah.
In particular, one shot very early on, which will definitely stay in your mind.
Yes, the opening, straight away will stay in your mind. It's nuts, would you say?
I would say that, yeah.
And it's also very funny. I thought it was a very funny movie as well. I laughed quite a lot. Yeah. It's very aware of kind of the ridiculousness of its premise in a bit, and it has a lot of fun with it, and it knows exactly what it is, and I think that's why it was probably one of my favourites of the festival.
Yes, I think it was very aware and just well constructed. I really
very tight, and it went in every direction. I think it was the most interesting direction it could possibly keep going.
Right up to the end where I was like, perfect note to end on.
Perfect note to end on, yeah. And it still leaves you with questions. That's all I'll say with that.
Yeah.
That's enough. So I think others. Is there another one you want to talk about?
I guess just like Flush.
Yep.
I again, don't want to go too much into this, but I love a single location feature where a character is put in a stressful situation. They have to try and weasel their way out of it. And that's exactly what you get with Flush.
Yep.
It's a French film about a guy that gets his head stuck down a toilet.
Yep.
It is just as gross as that sounds. And it's all about kind of like the gross stacking situations he finds himself in.
And ways he has to get out of certain situations as well. In very gross and horrible and, disgusting ways. Yeah.
Excellent use of Xenomorph. Possibly the best.
Probably the best ever. Probably the best ever, yeah.
And I've enjoyed Alien Earth, but that took the cake.
Yeah. Laugh out loud moment with Xenomorph there.
Yes. But also... great tension.
Great first features. Give a shout out as well to the director, Gregory Morin. I think I'm saying it right. It's a French movie, and people should try and check that out because it was lean, mean, and it was
a flushing machine.
A flushing machine. That was really fun. We had a lot of fun with that. That was like the first thing we saw where we were like, this was brilliant.
Yeah,
we had a really great time.
Yeah.
It's a good shout. Two others I want to give a shout out to. One I think is out now, which is Toxic Avenger.
Oh, that was really fun. I forgot we watched that.
Really fun. Really fun. Really enjoyed that. I saw an article the other day that was saying possibly the best superhero movie of the year. I thought that was really interesting because I never thought about it that way. But I guess it is a superhero movie. And really enjoyed it. A lot of fun.
It's not a modern superhero movie. It's a Tim Burton superhero movie.
100%. Yeah.
In the best way.
A David Cronenberg superhero movie.
Yes,
yeah, definitely.
Funny. Action was better than I expected.
I agree.
It had a lot of heart.
Yep.
I also really liked some of the comedy. It's the guy that works for Jeremy Saulnier, isn't it? Macron Blair?
Macron Blair, yeah.
He mentioned that he drew a lot from British comedy for this, and I totally see that. There was one or two gags that specifically reminded me of like Father Ted, that kind of stuff, which I wasn't expecting from this.
Yeah, I agree. And a bit of The Office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage, great. Kevin Bacon, great.
Kevin Bacon's fantastic. I love when he's playing like a mustache. It feels like he's playing a more hammier version of his character in First Class. It was really fun.
Elijah Wood, great.
Elijah Wood's great. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that one, and also just surprisingly kind of heartwarming.
Yeah.
Jackie Tremblay is in it as well, and he was really
best needle drop of the fest as well.
Yeah.
ABC's Look Alive.
Oh yeah, you were singing that the whole time.
Oh bro, it was earwormed so hard
so
off that.
Good.
Such a banger of a song.
It was so good. Any other one you want to mention? I've got one more.
I have to think, but I know you liked... I liked it too. Yeah. I think you liked it more. Jimmy and Stiggs.
Jimmy and Stiggs by Joe Vegas. Loved this movie. Thought it was a lot of fun. Not for everyone. It's definitely an in-your-face, like, aggressively in-your-face.
F-bombs wall to wall.
F-bombs wall to wall. Kind of a filmmaker who believes, whose career's going down the shitter, who believes that he has been adopted by aliens. So he calls his best friend, who is recently off the sauce, and tells him this situation. And whether or not his friend believes him or not, I guess I don't want to spoil too much.
I think if you like practical filmmaking, it's definitely one for you.
Yes, definitely. It's about, Joe Vegas made this in his own house, his own apartment, with him and some friends. They started in COVID. It took them 4 years to make. It's practical. It's so impressively made that even if you don't like it, I think you can appreciate the work and ethic that went into the film. There's a real charm to it, and it feels uniquely Joe Bagos as well. I feel like, and there's also a really cool bit at the end of the movie where they showed like how little tricks that he used to make the movie. As this is part of Eli Roth's new sort of company that he's launching, which they showed two hilarious trailers. So if you want to talk about them at all.
Oh, the Piano Killer.
Yeah, the Piano Killer.
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant.
Piano Killer. Just the joke ratio again and again was so tight.
Was top notch.
I feel like that's a perfect short.
Definitely.
And then what was the other one?
It was
really
Don't
good?
Go in the House, bitch.
Oh yeah, don't go in their house, bitch. Speaking of shorts, I think we should also mention.
Shorts, yeah, definitely.
We went to a short film showcase, and I think everything there was a really high standard. Was really fantastic.
Very impressed. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic short films. Three that I specifically want to call out. Which, directed by Hoku Uchiyama. Fantastic
Brilliant.
short. Again, I don't really want to spoil anything about them, but like
It's
perfect horror comedy.
Well. Perfect horror comedy.
DIY, directed by Tony Gardner.
DIY was my favorite. I think I wrote a review on Letterboxd. I think it's a perfect short film. I think it's a perfect example of how to make a short film.
Yeah.
Constantly engaging. You're hooked from immediately from the first image you see, pretty much.
Yeah. Does a lot with a little.
Does a lot with a little, and by the end of it, it just ends perfectly. It's a perfect example of a perfect short film. That's all I can say. Really.
And a really tight script where there's really great subs and then payoffs that come
Do you
afterwards.
think we should say who's in that one or no?
Leave it for him. I think I should leave it to yeah. And then the other again, I really did like all of them.
Yeah,
I don't want to go through all of them.
Yeah.
I really like Pimple as well.
Pimple was fantastic. Some incredible special effects. Absolutely loved that. Thought that was really great. And just a really cool style to it, and just really unashamed. Just a very simple idea, but they've just gone all out with it.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that.
Fernando Ali.
Yep. Fantastic, really good. They've also made some features, I believe, which I haven't seen, but maybe it's worth checking out.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I really loved that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I guess there was a few other things that I thought were good, but I think that was kind of like the top notch stuff for me.
Yeah.
We saw The Descent in 4K, which was great, but obviously that's like an older re-release.
I mean, The Descent in 4K. Sorry, can we just take a moment? I mean, we hadn't seen this since since we were like year 10.
I think I last watched it about 11 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember loving it as much as or I always liked it, but I think I really appreciated it for what it is when I saw it.
I 100% agree. I think I've never realised how much of a classic that film was. I think, like you said, I liked it, but I didn't truly appreciate how good it is until this viewing.
Such strong characters, such strong setup, great scares.
Just a perfect idea for a horror movie from the get-go. And it does everything that you could possibly do to make a scare in a cave, I feel like. Like I feel like it was really well thought out. Like everything, there's not many beats where I'm like, you couldn't have done that any better. Shocked also when I didn't know this, that none of it's shot in a real cave.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing as well. Is like
incredible.
the lighting, fantastic. You're never questioning where the light's coming from. Not that you should, but like I just think it works so well.
But it also tries to explain where the light's coming from as well, which I don't feel like it needs to.
Yeah.
And it uses, different colours and ways that to make things scarier, like glow sticks and flares, and just making a different colour palette than just your dark cave. I just thought it was absolutely fantastic.
I think easily Neil Marshall's best movie.
Oh, easily, for sure.
Although I do have a soft spot for Dog Soldiers.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that one. I enjoyed it when I watched it, but I haven't seen it again. Probably about the same time.
That's kind of like purposely hammy, whereas this is like a legit horror experience.
Yeah. There's a better ending to this movie. There is a better ending to this movie. I feel like it. Yeah, I still feel funny about the ending.
As in like the very final beat.
The very final beat. I think there is a point where you can cut, and it's the perfect horror movie. But they can continue, and I'm not a fan of that per se. But everything else is just top notch. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
On that note, we will be back in 2 weeks' time. If you like this, subscribe, tell all your funny friends, and I guess we'll be back for Alien Earth doubling up, Peacemaker doubling up, and then I guess as the month closes out, finishing off those, and beyond.
Yeah, and I guess if you were at Frightfest and you were watching this video, comment below.
Yeah, let us know what your
Let us
top
know
5
what your top
was.
five
Let us
were.
know what you liked. Yeah, we'd love to know.
Wicked.
Goodbye.
Ta-ta.
A huge thank you to Dr. Chike and Peter Vaughan for being my full fat patrons. Your contribution to keeping the channel running is immeasurable. If you'd like to join the Patreon for exclusive goodies, early releases of main videos, the podcast, video scripts, and a thank you in the credits, then please head on over to patreon.com/fullfatvideos to choose one of the paid tiers.